Hi, everyone, and welcome to 23 Summerhouse Drive. We're at the Estates on North Shore here at Lake Las Vegas. Tony Cardasco and Andy Gill.
What's up, guys?
And coming up, Gene Northrup is with us as well, and we have a variety of guests. And this is a $7.5 million masterpiece that was designed by Swabak, and it's absolutely something to behold. Today's the first open house here.
Yeah. And Gene, I mean, I'm going to let you take it over, but I mean, it's just amazing to see this. And thank you for allowing us to be here today, too.
No, it's our pleasure. You know, we wanted to invite the community out to have a look and see it. We've had so much interest in it that it just kind of made sense to hold it open today and invite you all down. And we appreciate you being here and the support. It is just a phenomenal home. It was designed by Vern Swabak, the last surviving apprentice of Frank Lloyd Wright. And you can see it as you walk through the home. It is just spectacular. Yeah,
we're going to talk. Actually, we have a video of Mike Wetzel with Swabak later on to end the show. But one of the things that he says is really, you know, combining the water with the desert landscaping and everything that he really went into this home, and the direct sunlight. I think that's a really big key to this masterpiece, as Tony said.
I've had the privilege of being in the home many times, and no matter what time of day, there's never any direct sunlight that actually impedes it through the windows into the home. It is just spectacular that way.
Ralph Williams, thanks so much for the drone footage there. This is live right now, and the building was also built by Merlin Construction, we might add as well. So tell us about square footage and some of the other features, if you can, of the house.
It's 8,838 square feet.
That's enough house for Andy and I.
I'll take that back room.
It sits on 1.2 acres, and it's surrounded by 300 degrees of water.
Look at that.
And the architect just absolutely nailed it.
Hey, it's you.
He's two places at one time.
How do you do that, Gene? I knew you were good, but dang.
We're good at bouncing back and forth.
He wore the same suit at least.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Tried to keep consistent. Yeah.
It's, I mean, the views alone, and as we talk about every time we come in here, but I mean, when you get out to the pool, and not only with the amazing, as you can see from the live cam right now, we have out there, and, you know, shout out to everyone in the back utilizing the water sports. You know, the lifestyle of Lake Las Vegas is one of a kind.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. One of my most favorite things to do is breakfast at the Westin, paddleboarding for a couple hours.
And not to mention, you know, if you don't have enough rooms for the family, you can always send them over to the Westin.
Yeah. We see that in the backdrop.
You know, and we'll, you know, and speak about, you know, one of the amenities is we have Reflection Bay that's in your backyard as well.
We personally have had many family events here where we've had lots of family come in from all over the country because we can do it. And they can all gather at the house during the day, or we can go over to one of the sports clubs during the day. We'll use one of the pools. We'll come down to the lake. There's so much to do and so much to enjoy that is just fabulous.
Hey, Gene, the private beach, it's complete, ready to go here? That comes along with the home?
Our home here has its own private dock, its own private beach, sand beach, by the way. Go out and enjoy. We have a 50-foot lap pool designed for swimming laps.
You're a lap guy, aren't you?
It's complete.
Aren't you? No?
I put in a couple right before the show.
I can tell. Yeah. Yay.
How long did this take to construct here?
It took about 20 months.
20 months, yeah.
It was about 7 months in design and then about 20 months worth of construction. Not uncommon when you're dealing with a level 5 finish that the home has, the fine cabinetry and customary.
It's beautiful.
And the oak flooring. The pocket doors are about. It takes a fair amount of effort to put one of these together and to do it correctly, and Merlin did it correctly. They were fabulous.
Now, Scott, I don't know if you can contact Raph, if you can have him look at the lots, you know, on not only the home, but, you know, talk about estates on North Shore. We have 8 one-acre lots that are still available, or I know you've been talking to a lot of people.
We've sold. We've got a couple.
As we can see
we started
here.
out with 9 lots available here in this enclave. This is a private guard-gated 9-lot enclave. We have 7 remaining. They start at $970,000 for an acre, and they roll up to $1.6 million. Absolutely fabulous. They're graded. Their soils reports are done. They're ready to go. We have our second home coming out of the ground here shortly. He should be out of design review. Lot 4 should be out of design review Oh, here in a few days.
When you say, when you say waterfront lot, custom, from the ground, don't have to take anything down, you can't find that anywhere else.
Doesn't exist in Southern Nevada, other than Lake Las Vegas.
I mean, even in California, you really have to go find something, and you're going to be, looking at a lot more to pay to get what you want.
Well, if you're on a lake in Southern California, you're gonna have to scrape it to build it. But it's just a whole different thing.
Yeah. Now, Gene, one of the things getting to hang out with you and getting to know you over the year, the amount of history that you have with Lake Las Vegas, hands down, one, if not the most knowledgeable person on, not just the lifestyle, but just really the nostalgia and the history of Lake Las Vegas, and how amazing it is to see where it's at now.
My problem is from the beginning, I fell in love with it, and my wife and I live here. We've been a member of the South Shore Golf Club since 2004. We've been a member of the sports club since it opened. We were one of the first members there because we use the amenities. We enjoy the amenities. We enjoy the lifestyle. We're boaters. We have a ski boat on Lake Mead. We adjoin Lake Mead National Park here, so we're 10 minutes to the dock. It's fabulous.
And I dragged you down to the Strip too. It's not a bad drive,
No, my wife and I went down, had dinner at Cosmopolitan last night. We
Okay.
do that. We enjoy the Strip, and we enjoy the fine dining and everything that goes with living in Vegas. The shows, the entertainment. We love music. We've seen everybody because everyone comes here. We're very, very blessed to live in a community like this. And there's secondary benefits that people miss. We have more direct flights than any other city in the world if you like to travel. And on top of that, when all the tourists are coming in, those planes are leaving empty. So rates are very reasonable to fly anywhere if you just plan it a little
That
bit.
direct Vegas to Maui just opened up. We got that in the news, so I know you're a big Hawaii
From
fan,
Lake
my
Las
friend.
Vegas to the airport to Maui.
Hey, you're there. You're
Okay.
there. What's one of the things that you're most excited about? Just being able to see where Lake Las Vegas is with this new luxury and the modern side of it.
Well, it's a whole new phase for Lake Las Vegas, and we're seeing it. This contemporary styling fits with our waterfront. It's gorgeous. It's what's requested. We've done an outstanding job of selling them.
That's my favorite room right there.
Yeah, that's the master bedroom.
That right there with the view. Mike Wetzel sat me down in those chairs. He said, "Hey, Andy, come here, sit down. Tell me what you think." And it was just,
That's spectacular.
it was.
And
I was like,
you
"Wait,
get
that's
a
that?"
glimpse of like mountains in the background as well as the lake too.
Yeah.
It's nothing like that view, huh?
What's your favorite room, Gene?
My favorite room's the entertainment room.
Okay.
I like the kitchen myself.
Is the entertainment room with
Lap full of the kitchen, baby.
No, that
Lap
is
full of the kitchen.
that's the largest refrigerator I've ever seen.
It's got the prep
refrigerator
station. It's
freezer.
got everything right there. That's what I was telling him. I wouldn't mind to wash dishes in this sink at all. That's all good. But they got two
I'd volunteer.
dishwashers, not one, but two.
I'd even volunteer.
Okay. All right. Cool. Talk about the open house and just the opportunities, and really, I know there's quite a bit of interest, in this home, and I know you're keeping busy with this, but how.
But it's more than that, Andy. The interest in Lake Las Vegas has just exploded on us. Our new office located at 2030 Lake Las Vegas Parkway, we're seeing somewhere between 5 and 10 walk-ins a day asking for help. That doesn't happen in a normal real estate office.
Just follow those blue signs.
Follow the blue signs, but that's because of the interest in Lake Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But the other thing we're seeing is a tremendous amount of tax migration, both out of Illinois,
Yep.
out of the Chicago area, and both out of California. That migration will continue, and we see it here, and this is a lifestyle that they aspire to. And so we're very pleased to be able to offer that.
I don't say overwhelming, but you guys are busy. I know I'm in the office all the time, and it's consistently, you guys are rocking, and it must be an exciting time.
In our business, when we're talking to people, we're having fun. We're having a lot of fun. We really are. Yeah.
And the estates on North Shore. So that's what this area will be called now, and talk about the development of the north side of Lake Las Vegas.
Well, it's coming along. We're going to have a total of 60 lots in this section of the estates. We have both full 1 acre, half acre, and quarter acre lots. Our half acre start from $350,000 and go up to $775,000, just depending on view and location and what you're looking for. And it's phenomenal.
In the backdrop right there.
Everything will be double gated.
Uh-huh.
You'll have a guard gate, and then when you go into your neighborhood, there'll be a secondary gate. So extremely secure, along with Lake Las Vegas's roaming security that runs 24/7.
Gene, I thank you so much for allowing us to be here. I know at the end of the show we're going to play the video and the interview that I got to sit down with Mike Wetzel and talk about his design and the artwork of this home. But have a fun day here. Thank you again for letting us take part.
Thank you for being here. We're going to be open till 2 o'clock today. We welcome you down. If that's not convenient, give us a call. We're glad to help.
Okay, awesome. You guys stay right where you're at, because coming up on the show, Jon Openshaw, the GM of Reflection Bay, is going to talk to us about all the fun things that are happening at Reflection Bay. So right now, watch this quick video on Reflection Bay, and we'll be right back with Jon. Thank you so much, Gene.
Thank you.
Reflection BayGolf Club is set right on Lake Las Vegas. Located 10 minutes from Lake Mead and 25 minutes east of the Las Vegas Strip, this 320-acre man-made lake is the centerpiece to the resort community's famous lifestyle amenities. Reflection BayGolf Club was designed by 18-time major winner Jack Nicklaus. Reflection BayGolf Club elevates resort-style experience with amenities designed to keep resort golfers at the top of their game. 80 new easy-go lithium-powered golf carts and an indoor hitting bay with a TrackMan simulator now available to improve your game. The addition of the annual Players Cards and High Performance Golf Institute, led by former PGA Tour professionals Craig Barlow and Jeff Gallagher, has made Reflection Bay Golf Club the Las Vegas golf destination. The 32,000 square foot clubhouse features a full golf shop, as well as the all-new Bayside Grill. The facilities at Reflection Bay provided the perfect setting for VIP golf groups, corporate outings, celebrations, and weddings. Reflection Bay offers truly unique lifestyle experiences, including a private white sand beach, paddleboarding, unique concert experiences, and has become known for two of the most anticipated golf, wine, and food festivals, the Audi Classic in November and the Lake Las Vegas Birthday and Fireworks Celebration in May. Welcome to Reflection Bay.
Absolutely spectacular. And with us now is the general manager of Reflection Bay Golf and Beach Club and a survivor of Jaws on the Beach, Jon Openshaw. You had quite a crowd out there last night, huh?
We did. We've had a lot of events, and last night was kind of wrapped up a bit of the summer for us. But it was good. We had Jaws out here. A lot of people came. We had about 500 people that came out and enjoyed watching the movie. No,
Yeah.
it was good. We had a great turnout. Kind of went in together with Lake Las Vegas Water Sports on that one, and we've done it a number of times. It's a lot of fun.
You've been pretty busy the last year. There's a lot of things that, programs, events that a lot of other golf courses don't get to do. Do you want to talk about just kind of just the lineup? You know what I mean? Of what the past like 3 months has brought you, at least. I mean,
Okay, so we've had really this summer kind of kicked off with May, right? I mean, we had it was the 25th anniversary of Lake Las Vegas, so we had that whole month was just jam packed with things, from small things, pancake breakfasts and dog walks, and then culminated all the way up into the Lake Las Vegas Day celebration, which was big. It was a food and wine festival. We had Frankie Moreno out here singing for us. It was just a lot of fun. That was the second year we had done that, and it just came off fantastic. My staff did a great job, and
Yeah, they did.
and did really well with that. And then we've just continued to go throughout the summer. We've had a number of golf tournaments out here. We had AJGA. They came out again this year. We had the USGA did the junior qualifiers. So on the golf side, we've had a lot of things as well.
And you've also gotten busy with a lot of the nonprofits, with a lot of the charity golf tournaments, and opening up that to, just Lake Las Vegas, Henderson, North Las Vegas, all those foundations that really benefit from the beauty of Lake Las Vegas and Reflection Bay.
Yeah.
So, there's a program that you guys have started, and it's pretty cool. You want to talk about the annual program?
Yeah, so we've just really launched this summer our annual Players Card. It's a program where, for a one-time fee, you have almost unlimited access to the golf course. You're able to come out and play with no greens fees. There's no cart fees. There's no F&B minimums. There's no you get discounts on things in the golf shop. You get discounts in the restaurant. And then in addition to that, it correlates with the second big event that we had, launched that we had this summer, which was the High Performance Golf Institute.
It's pretty big, man.
This is our golf academy that we've launched. It's headed by PGA Tour pros Craig Barlow and Jeff Gallagher. Both of them were on the PGA Tour for a long time. They've both been teaching for a while, and they really know their stuff. They know how to make you a great golfer.
I've gotten to hang out with you guys and go over.
Not on the golf course.
Not on the golf course yet. But I mean, what's it like to have those guys around? I mean, it steps up the game big time.
Oh, it's a lot of fun, and they're great people. Regardless of their background, if you were to meet Craig and Jeff, you would realize what great people they are. Very approachable, a lot of fun to hang out with. But then the fact that when we're sitting in the golf shop eating lunch or in the restaurant eating lunch and the PGA Tour is on, they're talking about, oh, yeah, this one time when I was on this at this event with this guy, and they're starting to, share a lot of their, going down memory lane. And it's just a lot of fun to have them there. And then you can just start picking their brain. Hey, how would you prepare for a tournament? And what would you do when you were on the road? How would you stay focused?
It's the
and how would
coolest
you stay
lunches
into
I've
it?
had. Like you said, you just sit there and you hear these guys
The
talk,
stories
and
are
it's
legendary, huh?
it's amazing to hear them talk. Now, we're going to have Dan Battistone on in just a few minutes from the Lake Las Vegas Sports Club, but you guys utilize the sports club as well for the Performance Institute as well.
Yeah, that's right. So just on the south side of the sports club, there's a couple of holes that were part of the falls. It's the old number 9 and number 18 and number 8 as well. Those are the 3 holes that we use extensively as part of the High Performance Golf Institute. Where we have a putting green that is cut and rolled and nobody hits into it, so there's no divots, there's no ball marks, there's nothing. It is just a pure putting green that's dialed into tour speeds. We've got an amazing chipping green and bunkers, and then we just built a 27,000 square foot driving range deck that'll be available to the annual pass holders.
When does that open?
We'll be opening that this fall.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
tremendous. And now it's almost overseeding time here.
Yep.
But in the interim, for the next week, you have some specials for Clark County residents.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So we've got specials that we can get you out here at a discounted rate. We want you to see this course. We believe in ourselves, we believe in the course and in the product and in our service. And we know that once you guys see the course and you come out here once, you'll come out here again and again and again and again. We'll get you out for the events. We'll get you out here for Jaws on the Water, Country in the Cove, the Audi Classic that's coming up in November. We'll get you out here for everything.
I told you I should have had him back on the show a long time ago. I love it. Make it exciting for Reflection Bay. There's so much for you guys to talk about, and it makes it exciting to get out there and want to learn how to golf. Now, with that said, you do make a cameo in that commercial that we just played. It was the actual Reflection Bay commercial, but you talk about the inside hitting.
Oh, our indoor hitting bay. So this, again, we've got a lot of things that are growing and are progressing. And this one, we opened this up earlier this year. It's as part of the High Performance Golf Institute. This is our indoor hitting bay. It's powered by TrackMan. So we've got, if you guys watch a PGA Tour event, and when you see the ball flight on the screen, that's all TrackMan technology. It is tracking over 20 different data points to be able to see what your club head speed is doing, what your face angle, your angle of attack, all these crazy numbers that we can now do, that we can now collect, and puts it into analyze your results. You're able to really adjust your swing, adjust your equipment, most importantly, adjust the ball you're using, your clubs, shafts, everything. And we can customize everything for you. We have an indoor hitting bay in the summer. It's air conditioned, so it's great. You get out of the sun, and we're able to get in there, get you on the TrackMan. And also we have our Scotty Cameron putting lab. So we've got 40 different styles of Scotty Camerons in there. We can get you in there and get you fit into the right one you want.
It's a golf. It's a playground. For in a good sense. How would they get to experience the indoor hitting bay?
Just come on out. Give us a call out here. We'll get you together with either Craig or Jeff, or with our custom club fitter, Brendan. Brendan was on tour. He's got his tour van. He's a pro. He's not just some guy that they've thrown in there to put grips on a club. I mean, he knows exactly what he's doing. And we'll set you up with a time. We'll get you in there, and you'll be able to just, once you start to see these numbers and Brendan starts tweaking with your equipment, 5 minutes, and you're going to have a whole new golf game. It's amazing.
John, it's almost wedding season, as Andy knows. We call on the experts.
Thank you.
But it's almost wedding season, and so how busy will you be this upcoming fall with weddings?
With weddings, we're busy. We've got it's in Las Vegas. The wedding season coincides with the golf season. It's the time where you got the best weather: October, November, September, and then again in the spring. Fridays, Saturdays, we're pretty much booked up solid. But we have days that are available where we can do weddings, we can do holiday parties, we can do corporate events, we can do birthdays and anniversaries and all kinds of things. So I mean, we're busy, but we'd love to have you out. Just come out and see the property. Once, as you can see here behind me, we've got holes 16 and 17 are right behind us here. But if you get a shot of the clubhouse, you'll be able to see exactly. It's a unique place. No place like this in Las Vegas. And once you come, you'll want to come back.
And they won't allow me on the course since they built this house.
Yeah, I believe
my
it.
golf shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's the insurance is
right there on 16.
Not until we sell it.
Didn't you break that window yesterday?
Yes,
Isn't
the
that
one
you?
upstairs.
Jon Openshaw, Reflection Bay, thank you so much for coming
Thanks,
out.
John.
Thanks, guys.
and
I
being part of
appreciate
the
it.
show.
Great to see you.
You guys, coming up, of course, we just mentioned Dan Battistone, GM of Lake Las Vegas Sports Club, is going to join us. But right now, watch this video, and it's a recap video from Lake Las Vegas days, as John mentioned, and it shows you everything that you can do at the Lake Las Vegas Sports Club when you are a resident right here.
And welcome back to 23 Summer House Drive. We're at the Estates on North Shore here at Lake Las Vegas. And Dan Battistone, the general manager of the Lake Las Vegas Sports Club, one of the outstanding amenities here at Lake Las Vegas, joins us now. How are you, Dan?
Doing great. Great to be with you guys again.
It's nice to see you not running for once, just staying in one place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whether he's playing pickleball or chasing around and helping out a lot of the clientele. He's always on the move, right?
He is. Dan's on the move. Dan Bat is on the move, that's for sure. You know, we watched this video of the second annual Sports Club Day that we put together during Lake Las Vegas days. And, you know, you do keep really busy over there because the place offers so much fun. And I think, you know, not only from your, I mean, we got to talk about your background and being a tennis pro yourself. And that's what's so great about Lake Las Vegas is just not just the buildings and the amenities, but the personalities are top notch. You know, talk about the sports club and how that really, you know, what it means to residents.
Yeah, I think, you know, you're right. It starts with the staff. I think we've got, you know, John mentioned Craig and Jeff, Craig Barlow and Jeff Gallagher.
We got some pros on the team. We got some pros on the team.
They are so good. You know, I've sent my son to take golf lessons with Craig already, and they're just professionals.
Yeah.
And our team at the sports club, you know, we have Jackie, who's phenomenal. Jackie Arcana, our director of fitness, Sandra, Gwen, Gabby, and I think it starts with the people and the facilities. I mean, the sports club, the remodel they did there, and when they converted it to the sports club, it's just it's a beautiful facility. It's easy to host events there and easy to add amenities there. It's just a beautiful place.
You know, I recently saw a picture of Jackie and a 97-year-old resident taking some classes there at the sports club. And so you talk about an active lifestyle.
You
right?
you get all. I mean, you get all ages, all demo. You know, everybody that comes in there. You know, just briefly, you know, talk about the membership and how it works at the sports club when you come to Lake Las Vegas.
Okay, if you you know, there's a $10,000 initiation fee that is actually have been paid for by the builders if you buy one of the qualifying new homes, and then basically there's monthly dues after that, and you know, it's $100 for an individual, $125 for a couple, and $150 for a family, and that includes everything. So we have 60 plus classes a week. We have, you know, Friday night happy hours with free food. We have the in-body machine. We haven't gotten you guys on that. We test body fat percentage and body mass index. That's free for members.
Why not? What's up?
We'll schedule that later this afternoon.
Thanks. I'm going to be
You're
hanging
You're
out
losing,
at
so you're
23
sweating
Summer
here.
House.
You guys
We're
going to be
talking
down a
about
couple
kitchens
pounds.
over here. What's going on?
I'll be at the pool. Just contact me when you're ready.
You were talking about happy hours, and we did one. I don't know, Scott, if you could play that, the happiest hour, the one for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. It just shows you, not only are we being close with the community and giving back and assisting there, but I mean, if you watch this video, there's the sports club, and then look at the amount of people that we have, that you can fit inside the rotunda. We had live music by Bonafide. We raised $2,500.
$2,500 that night.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a great place to, like you said, do events. And I know coming up after this video, one of the cool things is you teamed up with Linda Nelson, and of course, you have skincare opportunities and massages that are right there. I don't know if Scott, if you can play some of Linda Nelson, of course, Beyond Skincare, and that's a studio that's right inside the sports club, right?
Yes. So we have, right as you come into the sports club, we have a skincare studio and a massage therapy room as well. And it's also convenience. When you come up, you've got everything right there at the sports club. Linda's done a great job for us, and our members are happy. And Brett Keto with the massage therapy and his staff. We have
He's a very popular guy in there. I heard a lot of good words about him. And then one of the other things that we are able to do at Sports Club, of course, is all the art shows. You get your, of course, the wine helps out sometimes with those, but I mean, the art shows are fantastic, and then just the amount of artists that you give opportunities for. We have our art show and the Sunset Symphony coming up on September 28th. So you're going to get the symphonies back, an art show. I know we've got a gentleman that's going to be coming out and assisting tasting wines and giving that kind of fun. But I don't know. Can you play the watercolor video for us, Scott? I know this is one of just a taste of one of the events that we've had there. And then kind of bringing it back full circle, you're pretty good at tennis. and you give some good tennis lessons, don't you?
Yeah, in our group of tennis players over the sports club is growing. So we have a couple of United States Tennis Association league teams now.
Really?
And
man, that's grown.
And we have we have ATP and WTA top 10 in the world players coming. She's actually getting a massage here tomorrow.
Okay.
Julie, she was in the finals of Wimbledon, and so it's nice to have.
You also, I want to talk about the trip that we got to take with you. You took some of the residents over to the Orleans for the tennis event, and definitely lucky if you're a resident here. You're gonna have some fun. We're gonna keep you busy.
Yeah.
Before we end, talk pickleball. We got to talk. I talked about pickleball way too much, and I got yelled at. I got to talk about tennis.
Are you
He's got
professional
fans
status?
that yell at me.
Are you
just kidding?
a pro? Like, what level are you at now in pickleball?
I've only played two tournaments, one official tournament. I did win it.
And you won them both.
So,
okay.
But it wasn't a pro level, so I still need to work my way up.
With his
But
eyes
It's a tough act to follow.
but
Before we end, talk about your invention.
okay.
I really think
His invention.
Oh yeah, he has an invention that
Okay.
I'll let him explain it, because when you see it, you're like, wow. Go ahead, Dan. I know we don't have any pictures of it.
A friend of mine originally invented a two-handled tennis racket he had done studies for a lot of youth players that grow up. They're playing 6 or 8 hours a day and have shoulder trouble, back trouble, and so he invented a two-handled tennis racket.
How would you hold it? How would
you
you
hold
hold
it like this? It's kind of like a wishbone almost.
Okay.
And you hit the ball like this, and
I'd like that. I still have double skates when I go skating. So that would be perfect for me.
so we'll have to get. I can get you one actually. I can get you one.
That's what
We'll
he'll play with. We'll have to go play against each other with that. Okay?
We should have a tournament.
Start.
With,
all right.
That's great, though.
Yeah.
So it helps you out with your swing and everything. A lot more
It does.
fluid.
It's easier to learn. It also takes stress off your wrist and elbow. A lot of players, even non-tennis players, get tennis elbow.
Yeah.
It actually takes stress off your wrist. You have to take the ball earlier, which forces you to.
So in training a lot of the youth tennis players, it's a
Absolutely.
perfect tool.
Great tool for that. Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
So
Sir, thank you so much.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
thanks
Dan.
for always joining us. I know
Yeah.
you're a busy guy and you got to go run to your next stop. But
I'll be running from North Shore over.
yeah,
to the
and
sports
don't
club.
forget, everybody, make sure you guys more information on the Sunset Symphony happening September 28th. It's going to kick off at 5 o'clock. All right, 5 to 6 will be the art show. It's a juried art show.
Juried art show.
Yep, and then we're going to go into the symphony, which is great because the symphony sets up right under the sports club in
Beautiful.
the outside area, and then actually VIP seating for members,
For sports
and
club
then
members.
anybody, it's open to the public that you can bring out. It's a bring a blanket event, so you can come out, bring a blanket, enjoy the food from Scott Cummings, and like I said, and then enjoy the symphony. You know,
It was
right
one of
there
my
outside.
favorite events last year. I mean, I took the night off. I invited my daughter and my wife out, and we just sat there. My staff was working, and I was relaxing, and probably one of the highlights of my year last year.
Awesome.
The best time of year too.
Oh, it's
right,
beautiful,
in
beautiful.
September.
All right, Tone, I think we're good. And well, intro the last piece, and it brings us back to, of course, you know, where we're sitting right now, at 23 Summer House at the Estates on North Shore. You know, I got a chance to sit down with Mike Wetzel, of course, with Swabak, and he gives me his insights on why he did this, where he did this, and it's just the whole idea behind it. But before we go to that video, Dan, thank you.
Thank
Want
you.
to thank
Thanks
Jon
for that.
Openshaw.
Yes.
Reflection Bay. Of course, Gene Big
Northrup.
Gene. Make sure you guys come out and say hi to Gene. And got any questions on 23 Summer House Drive?
Synergy Sotheby's.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then, but right now, as we close, you guys, please check out Mike Wetzel with Swabak and the main idea behind this amazing piece of artwork right here at Lake Las
See you next
Vegas.
time.
The big idea for the home, really, with the connection to the lake. I remember early on in the early design stages that team, we actually got out when there was just the dirt, when the land was raised, and we walked each of the individual 10 lots. And we as a group determined which was going to be the best lot to put this first home that would really be a representation to Raintree, to Paulson, and the entire design team and the construction team, Merlin. It's just been a fantastic experience. So we want people to notice when they see the house for the first time is that the experience really starts at the street. We set the house back far enough to have a little bit of an experience from the street to the arrival of the house. And then as you're approaching the house, the entry door, there's an immediate visual connection to the lake. We have large wide glass doors and windows that look over a raised spa, over the negative edge pool, and right to the lake. You know, you could ask the question, which room has the best view in the house? And the actual question should be, which room doesn't have a good view? Because every view literally has a spectacular view of the surroundings. Almost no room has direct sunlight. We were very careful in the siding of the house and the use of the layering of the roofs and the overhangs, that of course sunrise and sunset, and with the summer sun, the idea was that we would have no direct sunlight in the spaces. The master bedroom and the master bath, that was one of those elements that we wanted to have as much glass, as much natural light as possible. We have to definitely be concerned and be thinking about privacy, because you're right on the water and the ability for somebody to see in. So we've taken great care in thinking through the strategic placement of landscaping and how that can provide privacy but yet still allow views. We wanted that anchor kind of on the north side of the house, and with the amount of light and windows in that space, is that being on the north side, it has a greater capacity to not have any direct sunlight, so that you can enjoy that view and that connection. My favorite part of the home, if I did have to single out one room, it would be the great room, because of its large pocketing door to really blur that line between the indoor and the outdoor space. Really, every room has its own special treasure and view, so it's really challenging to say there's just one, because of all the great opportunities that we had in the placement and the layout of the home. Kind of current design trends, the great room in the kitchen is really the heart of the home. The importance of being able to visually see the lake and have that connection visually. We also have large expanse doors that lead out to the water. One of the important elements was not only the physical connection, and you can see that with the home. We've got literally a boat dock, we have a sand beach, and we have a path along the water. The physical connection of being able to literally go down and touch the water and experience the water directly. But the important part of it visually was that from each of the rooms, all of the major spaces have that visual connection to the water. The pool is special. You know, many features of the house is that we had this collaborative effort through the entire design process with the group and team. So we were constantly bouncing ideas and concepts off of each other. So the pool is really laid out based on the orientation of the home. There's a strong access to the entry of the home. There's a raised spa that's negative edge on 4 sides, so that's part of that visual connection, but the experience of being able to sit in the morning or in the evening and just having the water spilling over the edge and having that visual to the lake. And then the pool itself is very long and narrow. and it's also on a strong axis with the distant North Mountains. And we have about a 30-foot wide negative edge spillway over one of the view terraces that's literally right down at the water's edge. And the beauty of this home, especially relative to Lake Las Vegas, is that the site was selected because we almost have 270 degrees of water, and that connection, almost every space has a connection either visually or physically to the water, and so named Water's Edge.